for me, I'm going to stand my ground and say, this is done out of selfishness. Why? Because the men, they want to satisfy their need by having multiple partners. Sometimes back then, in the past, they were not even considering your say, like he didn't have a say. So whatever the man says goes. So the man was selfish. And I keep on saying, even now, this is selfishness whereby you find a partner, and the partner goes out there and cheats on you because they're selfish. You understand?
Yeah, I understand that. But guys, let me ask you a question. Do you get a feeling? Let's put a scenario that you've been cheated on, and if you have, maybe you might relate to that. Do you get a feeling that maybe the man explained it to you, but do you get a feeling that maybe what he was looking for when he first saw you, and now that he's getting to know you, you are not, and she said there's no one who's perfect, right?
Yes.
Now he gets to find out that you are not all that you wanted. And by the way, and somebody, maybe I must read this quickly. There's somebody who says
that is a problem.
This is this thing of expectation. He's actually the guy we normally have here. Mpilo says cheating could be a reflection that relationship is over. Maybe there shouldn't be high expectations from the cheaters. So my point is now, my question is, do you get to feel maybe because you cannot be everything? Maybe on the cooking department, you wanted a cook. Maybe you are not good with that. Maybe when it comes to taking care of the kids, you are not that mother, that. But then he feels, somewhere out there. Oh, maybe business-wise. Let's say this guy is a businessman. He's interacting with certain people, certain women who are talking business. Maybe he wants you to be that, and you are not that. Do you think that contributes? And if it does, do you think there's anything really that you as ladies can do about that situation? And if you can do something, or rather, if you can't do anything, will you rather walk or try and find each other with a guy?
I personally, I would walk.
Okay.
Reason being, you have created this person
the
in your
expectations.
head. You have this huge expectation when it comes to me, and when it doesn't happen the way you think it's supposed to happen, I'm not it.
Yes.
No, I've always been it. I'm just not it for you because you had that expectation about me when we started from the get-go. Also, before I give you guys a chance. Also, I find that when someone creates that expectation in their head, again, not condoning it, but I understand. It's because Nami as Londi, I came and I presented myself as this.
Because you always want to present the best side of you,
I'm not about that life. I'm too old for that nonsense, first of all. Maybe when I was young, I could have done that. I'm way too old for that
when
now.
you grow older, you stop cheating for fun.
Listen, I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna come to your house for the first time, or whatever the case may be, and be like, "This is me. I sleep with my duke on if I do." But I'm just saying.
I don't want the duke.
No, but I'm just making an example. Some people are comfortable with sleeping with their duke on. Some people aren't. But I'm not going to try and create this perfect person. This is me, and this is how I prefer to do things.
But can't you compromise? Maybe
yes, of course I can.
That's what I'm saying.
Of course I will compromise. That's what I'm saying. From time to time, throw in a lingerie, don't have,
It must be a daily thing, guys.
It cannot be a daily thing.
We must have a pole in the bedroom. Somebody must climb the lamp pole and come down.
Sometimes you can't be all put together. My thing is, sometimes you can't always be put together.
Yes,
but here's the thing.
Can I take it? She said she would live. I would say I would stay. Remember, we are all not perfect. Yes, you might have your expectations. You expect me to do this and do that, be that. It's okay. Maybe I'm not a full package, but I can try to fix. If I love you, I'll try to work on it. And
work on what? Like being what he wants to be.
Dizzy.
let's say I'm not a good cook,
Yeah.
and I love my
Or you're
partner,
gonna learn.
I'm gonna try to learn and cook. It's
That's
not
the
like I'm
thing.
gonna give up and say hi when you
But
talk.
also, no,
I
here's the
get
thing.
that, but you know, do you understand with there some people are so fixated to perfection to a point where you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot.
Then when I would leave.
You know, I understand someone will be like, okay, I get you, you're a guy, you're this, you that, okay, I can try and, do this and
But
do
then
that.
let's see,
But
let's see,
some
Priscilla,
people
will you
who
stay?
really are fixated
Will
with
you be like
perfection, I'm
Lolita, stay?
no.
Or will you
It-
learn,
it-
like
it-
she said, will you learn to do that?
It really will depend on the situation, really.
Mm.
You know, that's where when Refilo, I think she spoke about emotional intelligence. And I mean, in the same way that I'm not 100% package,
Mm.
you're not 100% package. And
True.
But I always think I am
Wait,
as a man.
Wait,
Yes. Then you're a
This
narcissist.
is,
I know.
this is
They
what
have
you need to
ego.
work around, and you also need to come to understand, hang on, I also have my flaws, but my wife has accepted me the way I am. And not even one day, not even one day has she even preached or anything. What about how about we work on this together?
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, guys, okay.
Let it not be one-sided. The minute there is one-sidedness, there will
Exactly.
always be a problem.
Yes.
No,
There
for
will
sure.
always, and when we work on a challenge, let's say for instance my challenge is cooking. Let's work on it together.
Let's
I
go
cannot,
together.
let it not be one
Let's buy
sided.
recipe
Hold on,
books.
hold on. I
Take me to a cooking
wait,
school
guys.
to have
Wait, I try my best.
Yeah.
I take my own money.
Yes.
I go shopping and I buy I saw this recipe and I want to try it. I even have YouTube there and it doesn't come right.
Right.
What is your response? It's the little things that break a woman's spirit.
Or
and,
make.
or make. In the same way, the power of words, guys. You need to, you build something by words. The importance of words. Those little comments. Don't I dish it out and at your first bite you think, this is horrible. Can you not rather...
It is horrible.
Like, wait, remember you're trying to encourage me to get better in this. But the negativity, the negative emotions that come with it, you discourage me. Even the thought of trying, like, why should I try? Because you don't even realize that I'm making an effort. Let's help each other through this.
You know what I
But
always
guys,
say
okay.
when it comes to words? You know what I always say? I don't have a problem. Usually, I don't have a problem with what you are saying to me.
Okay.
I always have a problem. I would maybe have a problem with how you say it.
No,
So
I'm learning.
if I make that horrible me and be like, oh, babe, you tried.
Marriage is horrible, guys.
You
It's
see that?
horrible.
I
Let's
can
put
say
it like that.
you know that I can
It's not
say
how
because
you.
I
It's
can
not how.
Yeah,
It's
I
not,
get you.
yes, you need to have a way of saying it. You need to be encouraging.
So you basically
motivated.
saying men must have a way of saying the things that they don't like. So I was giving an example to say, if I want to have a pole in the bedroom, and when now you believe
And I'm
it,
rooting for it.
hallelujah. So and when now you don't like these pole things. Most women out there, remember now you're not just speaking for yourself. Most women, we'll get back just now to reading some of the views that are out there. Are most women open to those things so they still see it like, that's the devil's thing, the devil is going to get into our bedroom, you're not supposed to do this, you cannot play a nurse, a student and a teacher in the bedroom, you cannot use foul language, wait. Like I always imagine, like when the pastor and the mamurut are doing the deed, like, do they say hallelujah? Like, do you understand? But so what I'm trying to get to is that if there are certain expectations that are coming from the man's side, coming to you, and he says he's expecting 1, 2, 3, and he's not getting it, and then he gives that as a reason to say he then went out because he felt he can get that out there somewhere. Are you guys willing to go an extra mile, or there will be limits to say, you know what, you cannot handcuff me. I'm not going to be playing S&M here. Like, I can't do that. That's foreign. Do you understand? But you must have standards, values that you say when you break this thing. But it goes back to say, did we talk about it from the beginning?
Exactly. And an openness to the relationship. You must understand
From the
also
get-go.
from the get-go. And you must understand the person that you're getting involved with. If you're going to get a child that, grew up in a Christian home, we always wear,
The longest things
one-
ever made.
one
Three fingers,
Three
after-
fingers above me.
Nah, you will wear that when
Yeah.
you're visiting
No,
my
hang on,
mother. I'm
hang
not
on,
sure
hang
at
on.
all.
Try and be more accommodating. That person, it will take time to warm up.
I'll cut the damn
No,
skirt myself.
it's okay. But also, are you willing to let this person into, babe, this is how we should be doing things, and allow, the impatience that comes with it. Umuntu njeke, just says, I since I can't get it here, let me get it outside.
That's the thing.
This is where the challenges come, and us women as well. It's like,
But
something.
can I also say this so that you guys are aware? From the men's perspective, this is what we do, guys. We see you, like, we find you wearing the shortest thing ever made, right? And obviously we saw your legs and they were like, oh damn, We approached you, then jiggy we're in a relationship. Now we are here. And then we start to say, oh no, you can't go out wearing like that. But guess what? When we go out there, we are looking. No, you must know. That's what I'm saying. Now come the long skirt.
Look, I get you. And these are the conversations you should be having when you are on the early stages of getting to know each other. Hence I said it's important to let someone in your life, someone that you like, because someone that you think you love but you don't like, it's not gonna be easy to navigate through this conversation. But if I like you, if I'm like,
So it all
type of
comes
thing,
down to
then it will be
communication.
easy.
Guys, we've been ignoring our people. Hey, let's
Because
read another one.
Because this one
Do you wanna read
it's
it?
not
Okay,
about
straightforward.
cheating and whatever. It's just about the core. Because now we just dived into the
Okay.
relationship type of thing. So, Sia, he said, "Nyanizwa nyakhuluma, but can I give you 6 relationship advice?
Hallelujah.
1, treat a relationship as an investment. 2nd, find a partner, not a lover. 3, talk about money. 4, talk emotions out of keep emotions out of financial decisions. 3, relationship should be beneficial to both partners. 6, which is the last one, your goal needs to be mutual and aligned.
Guys, I wish I could comment on all those things there, because I think I've got my ideas about everything. First, I don't want to drag it long because we need to go through. But when it comes to finances, guys, the moment you are married or you are together, you're in a relationship, how do you remove emotions out of anything? How possible is that? Certain decisions will be made and there will be maybe toned down on the emotion. And this is what we find as men. It's easy for us, and I take Sia as a guy. It's easy for us as men to take emotions out of these things. That's why it's easy for me as a man to sleep with you and not be emotionally attached. It's easy for us.
Well,
But
21st century women can do it.
Oh, I know.
21st
You guys have
century.
been...
But let's be honest,
It's like women took it. It's like women have been saying, "Oh, okay, so you're
We have learned their tricks.
Okay,
But let's be
you guys
honest
are here.
here.
We are going to take it there."
And they will take it next
let's
level.
be honest here.
But yeah, we can engage.
Us as women, we are emotional beings.
We are.
That's why I'm saying I cannot. What that one whereby I can get married to 2 people.
Polyandry.
Polyandry. That's why I say I cannot get into a polyandrous relationship. Why? Because I'm emotional. You understand? Women naturally, that's us. I don't know. We come with this feature of
Can I ask you
being
guys this
emotional.
question before we continue? Is
Yes.
it possible, whether male or female, is it possible to love people at the same time?
More than one person.
More than one person. Just love 2 people at the same time.
Yes.
You guys
My
are
husband
good.
and my child, not 2 men.
No, but not like that. You know what I mean, man. We're talking about romantically. Is
Romantically.
it possible to be romantically in love with 2 people at the same
And
time?
can you love them the same
Can you
way?
love them the same way?
For me, it's
Or
a
you
no.
look at this one brings this, Minister of Finance, Minister of Housing,
Minister of attention.
Minister of Home Affairs, Minister, like, is that what you guys are looking
Yeah,
for?
that's what I'm asking. Is it possible to actually love people the same way romantically?
No.
Look, there are people who insist that it's doable, that it can be done, but it's a definite no for me.
Yeah.
I cannot imagine. I'm a strong believer of what you do on the left, you must do on the right.
On the right.
How
yeah.
would you feel
Yeah.
if your partner is also romantically involved in the same way that you are. They're giving you a part of you, and let's just say that it's a definite no.
Do you think it's because we humans, and as humans we obviously, we're not like animals, and animals like a pride of lions. There could be like 5 lionesses and one lion,
and the brother,
the
and
one
the
lion
mother
can be with all the 5 lionesses. But we, Tina, as humans, we are emotional beings.
True.
And whether you like it, men or women, at the end of the day, we are humans, and we are wired differently, and we are emotional.
But we need to bring the moral part into it.
Exactly.
Really,
That's
guys.
where this whole monogamy thing comes in. Are we fighting against nature, or that's just how things should be? And we should just go around and be with whomever that we want, or we fighting against nature, which is maybe human beings are monogamous.
But the other challenge is that we experiment too much. By the time you have that one person, you're not used to it, and then you'll remember Tsakani or you'll remember Brenda, and okay, but okay, I see you doing it right, but Brenda used to do it that way, and that creates
That comparing.
that comparison where you wanna go out and you hear things, people talking about sex partner and what you're no longer involved with this person, but you still go back for that one thing, which is actually when the Bible says in sex before marriage, God was saving us out of quite a lot of things.
It's so funny.
Yes, we're not doing it, as we're supposed to, but it will save us for a lot of headache and heartache.
It's funny.
But as
you
we
say
said
that,
last week, Lonely,
because-
like sometimes we're looking at it one-sided. Sometimes it could be a good thing. It could be a good thing by if it's a polygamous thing, whether it's a marriage or just dating, you don't have to stress that much. Why? Because you know where your partner is. You know who your partner is with. So it's less stress for yourself, because it comes to down, as last week, that other week we said, was it last week? We said when it comes to women, it comes down to greedy, jealousy,
That's what I
and
was
not
about
wanting to
say.
share. Because if I'm saying, I'm willing to share with Ulondi and I'm willing to share with Tisela, I know Kuti, it's Monday, our husband is with Ulondi. I'm fine because I know where he is. And when I want him, I'm gonna get him. Ne? I know each Tuesday is gonna be hers and mine is Wednesday. You understand? It decreases the loss of depression,
True.
stress.
100% true.
Let's
But
look
that
at it from all
happens- that happens
perspectives.
on the woman's side of things, on the women's side of things. Say the very same situation is presented to a man. Why can't
They handle it.
adjust and handle it the way we
They're
do?
selfish.
Hence I'm saying, maybe, just maybe, we are going against nature thinking we can be
Guys, let's do
polygamous or
this,
whatever
man.
the case
I,
is.
we
Maybe
are,
we're
no,
supposed
it's
to.
getting hot. We've got views. Let's take some of the comments from this or something there.
Yes, I have anonymous here, and he or she is saying, I have cheated before. I had recently started dating, and it was more about the excitement of having attention of many girls, but I outgrew it, and I'm a more focused man. I think a lot of men can identify with that. To say that this. Secondly, the second thing is, I've been living a monogamous life, but I honestly think I wouldn't mind having 2 wives, provided my first wife agrees to the idea. I feel it's an idea I can't dismiss, but I also wouldn't mind if it doesn't happen. I wouldn't cheat on my wife, so getting a second wife would probably be something we talk about from dating stage, so that she understands where I stand with it.
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
discussed
I think
that.
we talked about it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Junior
don't-
said men don't use